Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and sometimes mind-boggling side of technology. I'm your host, Ray McNeal. Coming up in the program today, a robotic tractor that looks seriously bad in a good way. I'll tell you more coming up next. Philips' new OLED TV has a built-in super colorful ambient lighting system that they say makes it a joy to watch television again. And just a hint for you, if you're on the run, might not want to use your wanted poster as your Facebook profile pic. Just a hint. That and many more stories coming up on your weekly tech update next. Hi everyone, in the news today, agricultural equipment manufacturer Case IH, a unit of C&H Industrial, just unveiled a seriously intimidating looking tractor at the Farm Progress Show being held in Boone, Iowa. It's called the Autonomous Concept Vehicle, or ACV, and the robotic tractor can be programmed using nothing more than a tablet. Unlike conventional tractors, it has no cabin for a driver. Instead, it utilizes cameras, radar, and GPS, which allows farmers to remotely control and monitor the machine with an app on a tablet. The machine can operate day or night and is designed to plant seeds, harvest crops, and do other farming tasks. Path planning technology developed by Case IH will allow farmers to manage their fields and oversee the overall operation of multiple vehicles all at once. The ACV is capable of obstacle detection, and after the farmer triggers a command, the autonomous tractor can drive from a parking area on the farm along a private road to a field where it can commence its agricultural duties without any human intervention. The tractor is also designed to work in tandem with manned machines. The machine boasts a 419 horsepower engine, clocks a maximum speed of 50 an hour. It's not known how much it'll cost or when it will be available for purchase at this point. One thing is for sure, if there is ever a robot apocalypse, this beast is going to be at the front lines, and I'm not ashamed to admit that scares me just a little bit. If you've been waiting your whole life for a TV that offers 4K resolution, an OLED panel, and Philips' funky Ambilight technology, well, then you're going to love TP Vision's newest 55-inch. The company is well known for making Philips-branded TVs and has gone a step further with its first model by integrating the ambient color-changing technology into that set too. By using the Philips Perfect Pixel Ultra HD engine in combination with OLED pixels that have the ability to completely shut off, TP Vision says that the catchily named 901F delivers deeper, more accurate black levels. Combine this with the Ambilight backlighting effect on three sides of the TV, and colors should look even more vibrant. It's also trying to sidestep the Achilles heel of many slim smart TVs by providing a 30-watt 6.1 soundbar that integrates right into the unit. I'm sure if you're like me and you purchased a slim TV recently, you were a little disappointed with how it sounded. No word on when this is going to be released or how much it will cost. When Sony announced its Xperia family of smartphones earlier this year, it also snuck in a quick mention of a curious little device called the Xperia Ear. When paired with a smartphone via Bluetooth, the wireless earpiece is said to let you tackle all manner of tasks by issuing verbal commands. We're talking dictating messages, searching the web, getting directions, checking your schedule, the weather, the news, and much more. Sony hasn't really talked about the thing since, but recently it revealed the accessory will launch in November, starting in select markets, though its price is still a mystery. Rather than being a simple conduit for Google Now, the earpiece employs what Sony is calling its agent to be your personal in-ear assistance. Otherwise, all we know about the device is the claim that it has a full day battery life and that it's light enough to wear in your ear comfortably for that long. It sounds to me like it's a version of Google Glass, but without the glass part. If you like the concept of Neato's Wi-Fi linked robotic vacuums, but think $700 is a bit too rich for your blood, well, you're in luck. Neato is unveiling two affordable BotVac models, one for $399, it's called the D3 Connected, and one for $599, the D5 Connected. Both promise Wi-Fi and the core cleaning features at better prices. The D3 still has a mobile app access and laser-guided navigation, but it trims costs through a lower capacity battery, a basic filter versus the premium one, and fewer features as well. You won't get the high-end models' boundary markers, eco-turbo modes, manual drive, spiral and side brushes, or on-robot scheduling. Move up to the D5 though, and you'll get the battery, brush, and filter upgrades, as well as boundary markers with the unit. Also, only the D5 has in-app cleaning stats and a Find Me locator just in case you lose track of the little guy. Those are coming to the BotVac Connected flagship later, but won't be available at all for the D3. Both new Robo vacuums will go on sale in Europe and the US starting in October, with China and Japan coming later in the year. As before, Neato's main advantage over rivals remains its laser navigation. The new models continuously map your rooms and detect objects in real time, helping them adapt to room conditions and clean in straight lines. Prone to catching on cables and furniture, the lower prices makes its quirks a little more forgivable. While the whole point of a robot vacuum is to clean while you're off doing something else, well, you might not mind babysitting the D-Series connected models considering the money. Sony CEO has reminded rich audiophiles everywhere not to forget about Sony. He unveiled the new Signature Series reference devices recently. That included the NWM1Z and 1A Walkmans, headphones, even a headphone amp. The $3,200 1Z Walkman is literally a gold-plated device, which not only makes it bling, but supposedly reduces contact resistance and oxidation, according to Sony. Realistically, most people probably won't hear the difference between that model and the nearly identical-looking $1,200 1A Walkman. Both support the new high-res music format. Both have separate digital and analog circuitry and technology that upscales low bitrate files to near high resolution audio quality. And for the best quality, there's Sony's $2,300 Signature Series MDR Z1R headphones. They feature a 70mm magnesium dome driver, aluminum-coated diaphragm, a neodymium magnet, and all of that along with a balanced cable and gold non-magnetic plated Corson alloy jack. Whew, that's a mouthful. It all allows for less signal loss and natural sound, says the company. Finally, any audiophile worth their salt needs a headphone amp, so Sony unveiled the $2,200 Signature Series TAZH1ES. The body has a shaved extruded aluminum wall with a rigid body to reduce unnecessary vibrations and supports a wide variety of both balanced and unbalanced headphone connectors. If you're keeping score at home, all three devices, including the high-end Walkman, will set you back about $7,700. That's quite a bit of cash. Is it worth it? Well, only you can answer that one for yourself. Sphero is ready to start selling Force Bands, wristwatch-like devices that will give you a way to control its BB-8 droids with the Force. Okay, with a wave of your hand at least. Besides being able to control the BB-8 and Sphero's other Bluetooth robots with hand gestures, the device also issues voice prompts letting you know if there are holocrons in the environment that you can collect, kind of like Pokemon Go. They can also make lightsaber sounds too, so you're free to reenact Rey's and Kylo Ren's duel in your living room. Since BB-8 didn't always look clean in the movie, Sphero is also releasing a special edition battle-worn version of the adorable droid. It connects to the Force Band and your phone via Bluetooth, charges via USB, and can roll around for an hour straight. Both the special edition droid and the Force Band will be available worldwide starting September 30th. You can get the two as a bundle too for $199, but if you only want the Force Band because you already have a BB-8 droid, you can pick one up separately for $79. Also in the news, many appliance makers are forming partnerships to drag their lineups into the 21st century. But Bosch's alliance may be something special. It's teaming up with Drop to add intelligence to their kitchen devices. The two are starting modestly if you have a Series 8 oven with Home Connect support. Apparently, you could already use the Drop app to control the appliance as well as monitor the temperature and the time. However, the companies have grander things in store. For one, the oven integration should deepen over time. You could have your oven preheated to the temperature you need for a recipe, and then it can turn off right when the meal is done. Other appliances should receive upgrades as well. Your fridge, for instance, could check its stocks to see what recipes you can prepare, and your blender could even give you the right ingredient proportions no matter how much you intend to mix. Great idea if you ask me. There's no mention of just when these features will arrive. Drop isn't limiting its collaboration to Bosch either. The German firm is just the first partner in Drop's bid to become the framework for smart kitchens everywhere. So don't be shocked if you hear about more partnerships before long. And finally, someone has made a mouse for me. Thank you very much. It's been a while. If you've ever used more than one computer at once, well, you know that juggling extra mice and keyboards can be kind of annoying. Logitech thinks that it doesn't have to be. The company just announced a new mouse design specifically for people who use more than one computer at a time. Maybe that's a small segment of the population, but for the right person like myself, the M720 Triathlon could be a godsend, and it's only $70. Its chief trick is its ability to connect up to 3 devices at once, allowing users to switch between machines with the click of a button. The mouse can connect with Logitech's unifying receiver or directly over Bluetooth, and boasts compatibility with Windows, Mac OS, Chrome, Android, and Linux. That means it could work between your MacBook, Windows 10 computer, and tablet or phone all at the same time. It also claims to last up to 2 years on one AA battery. More pieces of tech need that functionality. What an awesome device. See, these are the standards all mice should have in this day and age. If you want to save the money but have close to the same functionality, I do have a little trick for you. Google Mouse Without Borders. It's a Microsoft Garage project that they came out with quite a few years ago. I've been working with it for several years now, and it can extend your mouse and keyboard across 4 different computers. However, they all have to be running Windows. Everyone's favorite bow-tied scientist is back with a Netflix series. Bill Nye is making a return to TV via a talk show. It's called Bill Nye Saves the World, and it's set to debut in the spring of 2017. The series will explore science and its impacts on society, pop culture, and politics. Nye will tackle specific topics from a scientific point of view in each episode, while also refuting anti-scientific claims and dispelling myths like the true cause of global warming. That's the one I want to see. The show will include special guests along with experiments and demonstrations. Bill Nye Saves the World goes in line with Netflix's new content strategy. It's been experimenting with talk shows with varying success. Now with the Full House spin-off, Fuller House being hugely popular, Netflix wants to continue attracting older viewers that grew up watching 90s TV. Netflix hopes its new Nye series will be just as popular as the '93 PBS show Bill Nye the Science Guy, which was filmed just miles away from my hometown in Seattle, Washington. And at a press conference in Seoul, Samsung has confirmed that it will recall around 1 million Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphones that have been sold to consumers and shipped to retailers all over the world. In a statement, a Samsung spokesperson apologized for the issue and said that the company will offer repairs, refunds, or a replacement device to affected customers. More information on the procedure should be released in the coming weeks. CNN reports the worldwide recall is being initiated after reports of the device catching fire while charging. The recall announcement made by a senior Samsung official was made alongside the release of a result of an internal Samsung investigation into the reports of those fires. The recall will be conducted over the coming days through Samsung and its sales partners. In space news, when NASA canceled the Mars InSight mission late last year, just 3 months before it was scheduled to launch, it wasn't clear if the lander would ever make it to the surface of the red planet. Now, that lander gets a second chance and a new launch date as well in 2018. InSight was originally scheduled to launch this past March with the goal of collecting all kinds of data about what's happening in Mars's interior. But then one of the lander's vacuum-sealed instruments, a seismic monitor designed to measure tremors in the ground, started springing leaks as fast as NASA could patch them up. When it popped another leak just 3 months before its scheduled launch date, NASA had no choice but to cancel plans to launch the $525 million mission. At the time, NASA hoped to reschedule for the next open window to go to Mars, which was winter of 2018, but the fate of the lander remained up in the air, primarily due to the question about budget. It was unclear if the agency would have the extra money to fix InSight and to reschedule the launch. Now, NASA has put an additional $150 million into the mission in an effort to send it up on May 5th, 2018. When it arrives 6 months later, we'll finally begin to unravel what's really going on inside of Mars. Russian President Vladimir Putin says Russia definitely didn't hack the Democratic National Committee and expose embarrassing emails, but dang, he sure is glad someone did. You know, for the American people. Listen, does it even matter who hacked this data? Putin told Bloomberg. The important thing is the content was given to the public. There's no need to distract the public's attention from the essence of the problem by raising some minor issues connected with the search for who did it. But I want to tell you all again, I don't know anything about it, and on a state level, Russia has never done this. Russia has never done this, huh? On a state level, at least? What about on other levels, Vlad? The hack on the DNC was pretty embarrassing for Hillary, who had a tense relationship with Putin over the years. We do know, of course, that Russia probably did do the DNC hack, at least according to an analysis done by a cybersecurity company known as CrowdStrike. The FBI thinks they had something to do with it as well. And in alien news, a film distributor, The Orchard, just picked up the rights to release a documentary that I'm a little excited about. It's called Unacknowledged, an expose of the greatest secret in human history. The company is planning on putting it out in 2017, and according to a press release, the film will represent the best evidence of extraterrestrial contact dating back decades, with over 100 hours of top-secret military, corporate, and intelligence whistleblower testimony, documents, and UFO footage. I love this type of stuff, mainly because I'm a huge sci-fi fan, and it's hard to believe that the universe is this vast, yet we're the only intelligent beings in it. Check out this early trailer for the film.
If I was the president, I would immediately race to wherever they have the files about Area 51 and the UFOs, and I'd go through everything to find out what happened. Right. Did you do that?
That's why you will not be president.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
This is the Marilyn Monroe document.
It's basically a death warrant for poor Marilyn. A very dangerous document to have.
And he said, "Lieutenant, you are never to speak of this again. As far as you're concerned, this didn't happen."
Look, this would be the greatest discovery in the history of science. NASA would be elated. Of course, they can go to Congress to get more funding. Why would anybody cover this up?
When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there?
And you know, there's a new name. It's unexplained aerial phenomenon.
Unacknowledged special access projects. These are projects for which there is no constitutional oversight by Congress and no knowledge by the President. At this time, between 100 billion and 200 billion US dollars a year, every year, are going into those projects.
The implications are so huge. It's not just the energy sector. Would 99.999% of humanity benefit if it was used peacefully? If it was used peacefully, yes.
Unacknowledged, an expose of the greatest secret in human history will be released sometime in 2017. Next up on Stupid Criminals of the Week, as the Stewart Police Department in Florida said on its Facebook page, if you're wanted by the police, it's probably not a good idea to use the wanted poster as your profile pic on Facebook. The Stewart Police were looking for Mr. Yearwood in connection with accusations of battery. They thought it might be a good idea to check out his Facebook page to see what they could find, and this is what they found. An image of Yearwood in a wanted poster from another Florida jurisdiction. It seems there were 2 outstanding warrants in total. This, police say, encouraged them to go to Yearwood's brother's house where the alleged battery victim had told them he was staying. Yearwood was in fact there and was arrested. He was a bright guy too. While being taken into custody, the police said on Facebook that he asked to put a pair of jeans on that were located on the floor beside him. Well, he must have forgot about his bag of marijuana still in the pocket. Yep, that brought him a possession charge as well. The moral of the story, if you happen to be a fugitive, I probably wouldn't post your wanted poster, let alone anything, on Facebook. And for all you Star Wars geeks out there, prank calls will never be the same again when you can impersonate an intimidating Imperial Death Trooper from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This electronic mask changes your voice when you push a button so you can pretend to go to battle or just order a pizza as a Death Trooper. Death Troopers are considered to be the elite variant of the Galactic Empire's Stormtrooper forces and part of the Empire's military intelligence. They're easily recognized by their all-black armor. The voice changer mask from Hasbro is for anyone ages 5 and up, so adults can have fun wearing the mask too. You might not be as famous as Chewbacca Mask Mom.
Happy Chewbacca! This is worth every penny!
But the Death Trooper voice changer mask still sounds like a lot of fun. The mask retails for $35 and will be available at most major retailers and on the web at HasbroToyShop.com. And of course, all just in time for the movie's premiere. Go figure. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is scheduled to hit theaters December 15th and 16th. You've been watching your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think I should feature on the program, please send me an email, djraymcneal@gmail.com, and I'll give it some serious consideration. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeal. Good night, world. Your weekly tech update brought to you by Holiday Home Care, Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. It's your turn to relax. Before you get on holiday on the island, contact Holiday Home Care. We can set up your residence or holiday rental, do the shopping for you, provide linen and towels, and make sure it's all ready by the time you get here, giving you more time to enjoy what Phillip Island has to offer. For more information, visit holidayhomecarepi.com or email holidayhomecarepi@gmail.com.